If you're a new investor or you're looking to get into investing, you probably hear all the time the numbers just don't work on that deal. And you're probably wondering, well, what does that mean more in detail? There's plenty of different reasons on what that can mean when it comes to different deals, but for the most part, the cash flow probably just is not there overall, and that's extremely important when it comes to a deal. That's really everything when it comes to a deal. If the rent doesn't support, your cash flow after expenses like taxes, property management fees, insurance, stuff like that, it's not going to make any sense to stick with that deal. Now, most new investors don't really understand what goes into expenses, and they usually underestimate the cost of expenses, which is not a good thing to do, of course. Like again, like we were talking about the property management fees, taxes, insurance, any vacancies that you may have, any repairs that you may have. If you're only making $100 a month or even $200 a month, as far as like after expenses, everything cash flow wise, it's a it's good. Don't get me wrong, but one repair can wipe that out. One vacancy can wipe that out. And if the risk just doesn't, line up with that reward, it makes zero sense. You know what I mean? If you don't know if the area is uncertain, if the appreciation is uncertain, if it's too much work that's needed on the home, and you just don't feel comfortable, especially if you're newer into the business, it just doesn't make sense. Simple matter of the fact is, if the numbers just don't work, it doesn't make sense.